My name is Milena Ferrer, and I'm the director of the Crohn and Colitis Association in Catalonia. Crohn's and the colitis is suffering, in the first place. It can be very isolating because they feel like, what is this? What is this disease? They start reading a lot of information on the internet. When they get the diagnosis, they panic. They see a lot of pictures with a lot of people suffering with scars and stomach bugs, and they make all this big bubble in their heads, and it feels like a really, really scary situation, and this is quite challenging. And also the late diagnosis, it's hard because they, as I say, this is starting to change for the better, because they get the diagnosis much faster now, because a lot of doctors know about it. They get referred much faster than 10 years ago. For example, they go to the GPs or the hospital, and when they get the symptoms, sometimes just in case they get referred to the digestive doctor or the IBD doctor, because there's a lot of specialists nowadays, and they get the diagnosis quite fast. In some cases, and others don't. Well, I'm very active with the IBD community as a professional, because I've been working in the social sector for a very long time. And when you're working with patients dealing with a chronic and serious disease like Crohn's and colitis, at the end of the day, we're just here to provide a lot of activities, services, information, support groups, psychological assessment, nutritional assessment, even legal advice, to help them to achieve a proper and full and happy life, because they deserve it. At the end of the day, this is a matter of universal justice, and there are people with a lot of potential, a lot of projects and dreams in their head to achieve yet. And we're talking about a lot of young people getting diagnosed, and it really, really breaks my heart and makes me angry to think, okay, I have a disease, this is the end of the road. And that's not the case. We're here just to bring some help, even just listen, anything to help them to get from the diagnosis and all the process I need to make to accept this disease. Okay, so this part is really important. And after all the acceptance, still be there for them, and that's important. Patients can get a greater impact on the care they receive by following up all the checkup appointments, trying not to miss a single one, being very, very honest with the doctor. We are still very committed to the IBD community, because as a social organization, we believe that patients struggling on a daily basis with Crohn's and colitis, they have a life, regardless of the disease, and it's also a matter of social justice. The fact that they have this disease doesn't mean that should be defining them as individuals.